Welcome to Vets Play D&D with us, the Vets, who are playing D&D. I'm Brandon, your DM tonight, and we have with us some portion of the crew. Starting up there in that top left corner, we still have Jordan playing the fighter Chrono. Where Adam would be, there was a big blank spot, but he would be playing the cleric Jail. Down below, empty spot number 1, we have Liv playing the rogue Endra. Next to rogue is not Sam. Ooh, that's not right. Let's try this again. There we go. Next to Liv would be Sam, but she's also a blank box tonight, so bite marks will be played by yours truly. Down below Sam is Andrew playing our artificer Cleacher. And a new addition, Isaac, playing the paladin Paris. I told you I'd screw it up. We practiced, and I told you I would screw it up, and I did.
It's just like Paris Hilton, right?
Is that not what I said? I said like the Hilton.
Okay.
That's
Well,
the go-to
that's
Paris,
hot.
I guess. Yeah.
All right. And Liv, they're loving your horns. So, Liv is our resident horny girl. So.
Jesus.
And we're off. Hey, on that note, I would just like to say that this stream is being played by U.S. military veterans, and the content definitely reflects that. We say some things that are less than appropriate. As such, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this recording are solely the views and opinions of the individuals expressing them and are not necessarily views or opinions shared by or reflective of those held by the University of Washington, Department of Veterans Affairs, or veterans as a whole. Now that that's out of the way, last time we played, a couple weeks back, if you were here, great. Our brave adventurers found themselves in an unknown land. Some had come through a portal on an epic quest to try to defeat the goddess Bashaba. Some found themselves walking through the woods or exploring or even doing research, a sudden flash of light, and they woke up here, wherever here is. In an attempt to try to escape and get back to Sudanal, the party enlisted their wizard Tim to try to cast every single kind of spell he could think of to get them back, all to no avail. As they began to lament their state, other people began to show up slowly. People that had woken up here, pulled over from Sudanal. We're not playing as Saffron anymore. Suddenly, Tim came up with an idea, a way to get them home using the very star shards that opened the gate to bring them here. Unfortunately, it was a ruse. And Tim used these star shards, these soul stones, to begin to suck the living life and souls out of his former party mates. As they all lay weakened and barely conscious on the ground, Tim ruthlessly slit the neck of Aurora. As he advanced and approached bite marks, suddenly Regal, rose to his feet and saved Bite, engaging in combat with Tim. As other party members began to awaken and move around, suddenly 3 more individuals, backed by several support personnel, appeared, tried to stop the fight, and that hasn't gone so well. And that's where we find ourselves, here, with lots of people fighting lots of things, and 2 people trying to tell them to stop. And all right, make sure that your sounds aren't turned up too loud because it's about to turn on. There you go. All right. Much better. So I'm still trying to figure out all the sound stuff. Perfect. All right, here we go. Now at the top of the round, they're appreciating the horny satyr. So there we go. So we have Captain Shalon, who tried very hard to get the fight to stop. Steps forward and points with a small rod in his hand at
Small rod in his hand, good title.
son of a biscuit. points of the small rod, and a wall of air pushes itself. Why will this not work? Sorry, guys, I'm still trying to figure out this program. Through here. There you go. A wall of wind pushes through here, forcing everyone who's touching back just by 5 feet. And once again, commands, "Thou shalt stop in the name of my queen, in the name of the rightful ruler of the Fey. Tatiana, I command thee, stop, lay down thy arms." Over here, this joker laughs. "Tatiana has no power here. The queen of air and darkness reigns supreme, and we will have what is ours." And he approaches the unconscious Tim, or the stunned Tim, to try to take him. Regal, what do you do?
Let's see. Think what Regal is gonna do, seeing the guy that he wants to punch in the face, trying to do something to the corpse that he was trying to punch. He's gonna move over there, so, or maybe it'll let me.
Oh, it would help if I unpaused it. There you go.
Oh yeah, no, that will definitely help.
One day I'll know how to use this thing.
Oh, I forgot Regal has like 70 movement. Regal's gonna go up there and he's gonna take 2 thwacks at Jehail for 26 and 34.
All right.
I'm assuming both of those hit.
They both do hit.
Okay, so a total of 28 damage. And that's all that Regal can do because he fucking blew through all of his ki.
All right.
Oh god, how do I end my own turn? Oh, there we go.
All right. So that would bring us to Endro. Endro, what are you doing?
Oh shit. Chrono's not on the fucking thing, by the way. He's not on the tracker.
All right, I will get him in there.
Do you guys see my little man climb up on my shoulder? That was so cute. So, Endra.
In combat.
It's because you deleted the token.
Got it.
I'll wait if you're trying to fix the token.
There we go. But now where'd Regal go? Way down there.
Down. Whatever.
Okay. That's weird. I don't know why I just moved Regal down because he had the highest initiative.
No, just bypass it.
All right. Well, then I guess it's going to be Chrono real quick. Sorry, Endra. When I deleted his token, it screwed everything up.
Well, if that is the case, Chrono is gonna... Oh, what the fuck? It's like an old token over there. Oh, it's because I'm moving and it's not my turn? Okay.
There you go. This isn't... We're not bad at this at all.
Well, it's new. It's new. Chrono is gonna go over since he saw Regal from a distance, and that's who he's been looking for, and he's gonna make 2 strike attacks at him. First 24, second 23. Both of those hit Regal, and that's enough to knock him out.
Well, that was quick.
Well, Regal also didn't have a whole lot of health to start with.
Yeah.
Long fights. And after Chrono just runs up and kind of has both of his rapiers and just slashes Regal across the back, Regal falls to the ground, and Chrono just shoves his foot like into the back of his neck and spits on his head.
All right.
And I'll leave it there for now.
And I'll be rolling death saves for him when it comes to that time.
Alrighty.
All right, now, Endra. I apologize. It's all you.
It's okay. Wow. All right. I wasn't expecting Krona to roll in like that. Okay. Well, then Endra is going to. Oh, I don't want to do this because I know Jordan's temperament, but unfortunately, Endra doesn't have any idea what Krono's temperament is. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Endra is going to run full speed ahead and ram using her horns into the stranger that she just saw possibly deal a death blow to her friend, question mark?
Friend, question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
So let me roll for that. Give me a second. It's not gonna do a ton of damage, but it'll make a point. Okay, 4 plus 3 plus 7, 14. Wait, sorry. Wait, hang on. Shit. I messed it up.
No,
I'm rolling manually, which I never have to do. But since Foundry doesn't work for me, I have to roll manually. So hold up. Okay. Let's see here.
That's okay, because here comes a convenient distraction.
No.
Say, I'm a convenient distraction.
Okay. No, just kidding.
You don't want to? Are you being grumpy? She's definitely a 2-year-old now with her grumpiness. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Wanna say hi?
Hi, Aria.
Hi, Aria.
You get to see Willow this
You're a little
weekend.
bit sad? Why are you a little bit sad? Why are you a little bit sad? Oh, shy. Being a little bit shy. Sorry, the headphones make it hard for me to hear you.
That's okay.
I totally
I'm
understand.
glad.
Dad,
What's
what is this,
That's my
Dad?
speaker. My mic. Alright, I can't get my speakers turned on right now. They're being silly. But you want to tell everyone hi?
Okay.
Jordan was
Hi.
saying that you get to see Willow this weekend. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? It'll be fun. What are we going to do?
We play.
What are we going to play at?
We can play it.
Are you get pumpkins?
Yeah.
And corn maze?
Yeah.
And play on the trackers?
No, we don't play. But
Yeah, you're going to play on trackers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Alright, tell everyone good night.
Good night.
Say bye, Alaska.
Good night.
Bye, Alaska.
I love you, kiddo. Can I get a hug?
I'm afraid to...
No dice tower. Okay. Good night.
No.
Did you want to say your sign off?
Huh?
Do you want to say your sign off?
Oh, okay. Wait.
You remember?
I don't...
Okay, that's okay. Try next time.
Wait, I'm gonna try it.
Okay, go ahead, quick.
What's the word of it?
Ready before you sign. Here, we'll take time. Never mind. Alright, we gotta play though, kid. Then say it. This is your last chance.
What's the word of it?
Airport, you're signing off.
What?
We'll try it later, okay?
I just tried it.
Alright, you gotta go.
Oh,
We gotta
the
go.
2-year-old stage. It's so fun.
I love you. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Liv, what was the title that you liked? The one about small rods or something?
Small rod in his hand.
Small rod in his hand. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
It didn't even take 2 minutes.
Sounds about
Neither
right.
did he.
Also, yeah, another title.
What'd you say? Didn't even take 2 minutes. Yeah. Yep. All right. I'm very nervous about this decision, but it is definitely what Andrew would do, and I'm trying really hard not to just, play a self-insert here. Gotta follow through.
I don't know if Endra would do anything to help Regal. I feel like she doesn't like him that much.
She doesn't, but some stranger just probably dealt him a killing blow, and she just went to a lot of trouble to stop him from hanging himself. She doesn't want him dead. She just wants him not to be immediately hostile to everyone who approaches us.
She just wants to change him. He can change.
I can
Oh,
fix
God.
him.
No.
Okay.
Good
Anyway,
job, kiddo.
so now I'm running. Endra's running full speed ahead towards Chrono. Like horns at the ready. Does 20 hit?
Sure does.
Okay,
Woo!
great. I will roll for damage. It's not gonna be much. 5. Deals 5 damage.
All right.
Okay.
Are you able to apply that to your token, or do you need me to do it?
Me?
Yes.
Let's find out.
Because I can apply it if it's rolled in here. I can also apply it to your token, or you can otherwise, I think.
Let's see. Where the fuck is my HP? 130.
You can also right-click your token and do it there.
Indeed. It's very tiny right there, but yeah, I took the damages.
Perfect. Took that a whole 5. There you go. And Liv, are you doing anything else with your turn?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So after I slam my head into the armored back of this stranger, that seems like such a bad idea, but that's what I did. Then I'm gonna continue skidding forward until I slide to my knees. Yeah, my goat knees. In this puddle of blood right next to Aurora's corpse and jail. So immediately to the right of where Regal's token is. That's where I'm trying to go.
That does open you up to an
and-
attack of opportunity, unless you're taking the dodge action, which you can do.
Yep. That's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to take dodge as my bonus action. And as I'm skidding past, I am going to holler at the stranger. Please leave him alone. He's trying his best. In reference to Regal.
And actually, that doesn't stop you from taking opportunity attack, but it does impose disadvantage if you choose to take an opportunity attack against you. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
I dodged nonetheless. That's okay.
Perfect.
That is the thing that I would definitely do. As I'm skidding to my knees, I'm going to retrieve. I'm gonna hand an enormous diamond, like the size of a softball, to jail. And I'm like frantically, like hands and knees, like kneeling in a big puddle of horse blood. That's what I'm doing.
So what I pictured is you just rammed him and kept on sliding into the onto the puddle of blood next to your best friend, and you're begging jail to please do something, giving him the diamond. Oof, my heart. My heart.
Yeah, that's
So my
unfortunately,
attacks-
Chrono definitely zinged you in the back.
That's okay.
Yeah. And let's see. With that, I'm gonna add in a trip.
You cut out like
You're gonna add in a what?
I'm gonna add in a trip attack maneuver. So you need to make a DC 17 or higher strength saving throw, and if you don't succeed, you're knocked prone.
Okay, well, honestly, that'll be good. That'll make it even more dramatic when I'm knocked prone into a puddle of my best friend's blood. Oh wait, I just tried to do it on well, whatever. I'll use the virtual roll. 16. So I am knocked prone into a puddle of my best friend's blood.
Indeed, and you took 14 damage.
Ew. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
50, 66. All right.
Oop, don't mind that.
I'm going to. I wish they would have all rolled together. What I'm going to do is just have all these people move as a unit. Boom. All right, that brings us to Bite Marks. Bite, still not a big Tim fan, but now someone just is trying to gank Regal. Boy, what would Bite do? I think Bite would still go after Tim. because she sees people trying to defend Regal. So Bite would step over here, and she's gonna try to wackadoo on that guy.
Whack-doodle-doo.
Wackadoodle
Wackadoodle
do.
on that guy's like show title.
Wackadoo on that guy. Right, and she would use her oath bow to take a shot
Swift
at
death
that
to
guy.
my enemies.
Whisper, whisper, swift death to my enemy. Attack. And 22. I need to pop that guy out. Great. Do love that I can have so many different things open at once with this program. That 22 definitely hits. And she would take a second attack at him. And I didn't actually roll damage as center 22. Weird. All right. So the first time she would have done 7 damage. The second time she would have done 8. I feel like that's not a lot of damage for her, but okay. She definitely lobs 2 arrows into him. Oops. All right. At this point, Tim, you had Tim stunned, correct?
Who are you asking?
You.
I think initially, yes.
Yeah, because he would be stunned until at the beginning of his turn. He can try to de-stun, I believe. Try to remember what you used.
Sorry, repeat that.
I'm just trying to remember what ability you used so I can see how he
Stunning strike.
de-stuns.
It's
Right.
until the start of Regal's next turn, so yeah, Tim would be unstunned by now.
Okay, great. Cool. So Tim, the brave bird that he is, looks around and sees everything that's going on. He sees this yoker trying to grab him, but being distracted by arrows from bite marks. He sees Chrono getting beat down, and Endra crying. Probably not crying, but squatting over.
Oh no, she's weeping.
Weeping over the corpse of her friend. He looks down into his little birdman hands, sees that they are full of a handful of lightly glowing gems, with one very, very brightly glowing one, and he takes to the wing as quickly as he's able to and begins to fly. This guy is going to, of course, try to stop him. He's going to try to grapple him, and let's see how that goes. Let me check. That's not looking good for him. Tim's able to take to the wing and begin to fly. Actually, what is his flying speed? He is a 50-foot flying speed.
Tim.
So he begins to fly away as fast as he can. He's actually going to take the dash action. He's going to double that.
All these
and
freaks
just-
on the eastern side of the map, they want Tim for something.
They do.
Right?
Yes,
Okay.
several of them start to turn in his direction.
They
But-
want him so bad.
Speaking of those guys, they all turn, but none of them have any ranged attacks. So they try to back up their homeboy. There's gonna be a lot of dinging, sorry. Next time, I'm only gonna have
Ding,
one placeholder for all those tokens. Regal. Let's see. I'll let you choose which die I use for your death save. Oh, my killer die isn't in there.
That's the one I wanted.
Well, I can grab it. It's in
I
my other
will-
pouch.
No, it's okay. You can use the white one if you want.
I can use the white one or the player killer dice or whatever.
Yeah, whichever one you honestly fancy.
All right. Well, you said white, so here goes nothing. Okay. Where's my scratch pad? Okay. Brings us forgive all of these loud noises that are about to happen. Actually, can I just... Cool, I can just skip ahead that way. So... Alright, this gal... I don't remember how to show you guys tokens.
You remembered how to do it last time.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks and I only tried once. Oh, okay, yeah, here it is. So this lady steps forward, and she turns toward Tim.
Damn. You kind of
Hedwig didn't die.
And she holds out a wand. Yes, a wand. And fires several magic missiles at Tim. Oh, why is this not working? There we go. All right. So she's gonna spend. Yeah, she's gonna expend 3 charges to make it a level 3 magic missile. All right. That's not what I wanted. Stupid. Final roll by hand. Anyway, while I'm rolling that damage, Clature.
Before I take my action, I kind of know what's going to happen to the duck.
Got it.
he's a shoe build stork.
He's a lot of things, mainly an asshole because he tried to stab us.
I mean,
So true.
he's
Also,
been
I
an
have to-
asshole the whole time.
You know,
Tim.
I have to apologize to you because I did not understand the fabulous pun that is your character's name until I was explaining it to Jesse the other day. It's really good.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I overlooked your wisdom.
I meant for it to be more subtle. I was not subtle at all.
Well, I was like giving Jesse a breakdown. I was like, yeah, and Andrew plays a gnome named Clature, and she's like, oh,
Nomenclature.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
that's it. I mean, it went right over my head, over my horns, if you will.
Figured a pun's needed for an artificer.
Cool. He takes several magic missiles right into his tail feathers, gives him a wobble, but he's still flying.
Okay. In that case, so he pulled out the soul crystals for a second, right?
Yeah,
Would I have been able to identify what was in his hand from where I was at?
From there through wall of wind. I mean, you can see through it, but it's mildly opaque. You would have seen a glow in his hand, a mild glow.
But I wouldn't recognize the magical source. I couldn't roll anything for that.
Trying to remember what was your interaction with the soul stone that brought you here?
I was using it to make a long form of constant
Right.
teleportation between 2 spots.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay, I'm going to burn one of my, I think Sparks of Ingenuity is the name. Give me a second to find the name. Flash of Genius. I'm going to burn a Flash of Genius for an extra +5.
He's having a
It's an
stroke
Arcana.
of genius.
Yeah. 12 plus 5, 17.
You've spent so much time becoming intimately familiar with these soul stones and the power within that you see that glow, and you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is holding some soul stones, brighter and more powerfully charged than you have ever seen.
Okay, then I want to shout to this captain, the dark elf. I'm like, I offer you a deal. If I can get you the duck, can I have the gems he has?
Endrish screams, shoe-billed stork, even while she's face down in a puddle of Aurora's blood.
I love that so much.
Priorities are in order.
Yeah, Zedoth looks at you and ponders only a moment and says, we have an accord.
All right, here I go. And then I Claytor moves forward about 25 spaces, and I'm going to cast, let me pull it up, Vortex Warp. And that's going to be a saving throw by the shoe-billed stork of 19 Constitution.
All right. Ooh, he's got a high con.
Ah, shit.
I have a 21. What was the save?
Passes, yeah.
Uh,
All right. In that case, I just slap like fiddle biscuits, and then end my turn.
Fiddle biscuits. That brought me more joy than I think it should have. All right, the Oread moved up. Not wishing to engage in any further combat. Most of these jokers don't do anything. They just stand by waiting for order. Which brings us over to Jail. At this point, I know Jail mentioned before that he would be trying to bring back Aurora. So he's going to deftly pluck the gem, the proffered diamond, from Endra's hand.
Yeah, I have human hands. It's my feet that are confusing.
Yeah, we've gone back and forth on the hooves, so I just want to make sure I wasn't misappendaging you again.
Thank you.
I got you, friend. And he crouches over Aurora's body and starts chanting. It's going to take an hour, though. He's not going to start yet. He says, this will be perfect. It will take me a little time to get the ritual going. Maybe we can continue after we are safe.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was
And
an
just
hour.
like pounding her fist like a toddler throwing a tantrum.
Don't worry.
Spraying blood everywhere.
As long as she hasn't been dead more than 10 days, it'll be fine. It's like an ice box. They're okay.
That doesn't console her at all. She's like shaking with tears, racked with sobs. That's a better phrase.
He looks down at Chrono on the ground, who has been beating him. Regal, damn it. Jordan, you played too many historic characters coming back to stab me in the back. He looks down at Regal, who's been assaulting him, and then at Endra, and it's like, what is with this one?
Endra's stuttering. She's I couldn't begin to tell you what is with this one.
He rolls him over.
What do you mean?
He kind of uses his foot to roll Chrono over, so he's Regal over, so he's face up. But it's him. And then
him? Who's him?
Looking up into the face of Chrono, he says, "It's you." Brother! It's you! It's been too long.
Can Endra try to snatch her diamond out of Jail's hand?
Come your turn, absolutely. Well, I guess you can
Okay.
not have given it up if you want.
No. I just said I was pounding my fists into the blood like a
Very
toddler.
true.
He definitely has it.
He opts not to strike Regal, but instead comes over and clasps arms with Chrono. I don't remember how long it's been since you guys saw each other, so I don't know how excited he is.
It's been a while, but I just imagine in my head it's like the scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other guy where it's like, Dylan, you son of a bitch.
That's pretty much just
Manly
like that.
shake.
There's a lot of clattering of armor and slapping of backs and guffawing. Ha-ha!
Yes. Yes, that is accurate to what I imagined this to be.
Perfect. As Regal lays there bleeding on the ground and Aurora's lifeblood continues to spill into the sand, these two clasp arms and rejoice over seeing one another once again. As the
Endra
rest
notices the blood, scoffs. Ugh, boys.
with a wave of his hand, Captain Shallan drops the wall of wind, steps forward, close to Zetov, but not quite toe to toe. You have lost the bird. Thou shalt take your forces and leave. These others are under the protection of Titania, if they so choose. Zetoth doesn't like that. And without even a word, he just, he looks around and says, if we don't have that one, it's not a problem. We only need one of them. Maybe we'll take that one. She looks like she knows what she's doing. And gestures to his allies as all eyes turn toward Endra.
Fuck! No!
Chrono.
Endra doesn't know that though, right?
Oh, no, you saw
Never
it.
mind. I'm face down in a puddle of blood.
That's true.
So I don't think I did.
Might not have. Chrono, you see all of these creatures on the right, their posture and orientation shift toward Endra, their eyes all locked on her with menacing glares as they prepare, maybe, to apprehend her.
This is
Captain Zetov has
the-
made it very clear that he only needs one of your party, and the rest will be murdered.
This is the opposing side, right? The one
Yeah,
that
all
I
these
would
cats on the
naturally
top
be
right.
against.
Yeah, the ones that you would know aren't your friend.
Okay. So they're pretty far from Endra currently still, right?
Yeah, they're a little ways. We're looking at
Let's see.
closest one's 40 feet, 35 feet, 30 feet. Closest one's like 30 feet.
Okay, let's see then. Trying to figure out what I can use here that will make it so people don't get murked. Let's see.
Is there keyboard yet?
I'm loving it. Yeah, it's good stuff.
So I'm going to move over here, and then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my maneuver bait and switch, and I'll switch places with Endra. And let me roll a superiority die.
Do you have to touch Endra to make that happen, or is that a magical thing?
It's just a switcheroo. Oh wow,
doesn't
that is
answer
a
my
fucking.
question.
No, I don't have to touch you.
Ugh!
You don't have to do it. I mean,
Yeah, you do have
you
to
don't
be
need the
willing.
bonus
fine.
AC.
It's fine. I was gonna resist it, but like I wouldn't even know what's happening. I'm throwing a bloody tantrum, not a pun.
Bloody tantrum.
Yeah, wait a second. I thought I had something that let me re-roll if I got like a fucking 1. Here, hold on a second. I gotta. God. So many fucking things to look through.
What? It's like you had to start over with a level 10 character and you haven't had time to slowly learn to develop and become comfortable with all of his abilities? You don't say.
Yeah, so I guess Ender gets +1 to their AC for a minute here. And her and I will switch places for now. And I will take up a stance towards the bad guys and shout over to our guy, like, we should probably help this group out. You know, they're not them, and we can probably get some intelligence.
Captain Shalon.
Yeah. And that'll be my turn.
Captain Shalon, seeing that you have some sort of relationship with someone that was here, he nods. Endra, what are you doing? You just suddenly feel yourself become a little bit more dodgy, and all of a sudden zip over 5 feet.
Okay, am I still prone when that happens?
Yes, you would still be prone.
Okay.
Oh heck.
Okay. I shriek in astonishment, I guess.
What?
And then give me just a second. I need to look at my features here. Let's see here. Okay, so standing when I'm prone uses 5 feet of my movement. So I guess I stand up. And at that point, I suppose I'll probably see that all of those guys in the Northeast are looking at me after I heard someone say that they're gonna take a different one of us. So let's see here. How far away am I from that tree in the Northeast? And also, how tall is that tree?
The tree. There's a lot of trees.
The one directly northeast of where Endra is.
Like that one?
That's sparkly. I can't gesture to. Oh, sorry, my bad. Northwest.
This one?
Yeah.
65 feet.
Oh, how convenient. Okay, great. Then I am going to use my dash action, which will let me travel double my 35-foot movement speed, so 70 feet, and I've used up 5 of it. That'll take me directly to the tree. Wait! No,
It takes half your
you
movement
didn't
to
tell me how
stand
tall
back
the
up.
tree. No, it doesn't. It takes 5 feet of my movement because
Oh,
I'm an
yeah,
athlete.
because you're an athlete.
I'm an athlete. But before I actually follow through on that, how tall is that tree?
It was about 15 feet.
Ooh, that's a very small tree. How tall is that archway that I'm right next to?
Also about 15 feet.
Why is there? What? There's nothing tall on this island?
What do you want from me?
What's the tallest thing on this island?
This tree
that Ender
here.
can see.
This tree
Okay,
here is 36.24 feet tall.
Okay. Then Ender's gonna dash the 65 remaining feet that she has in the direction of that tree.
Okay, so we're running toward the biggest tree. Got it.
Yep. This is very Ender behavior.
It really is.
Don't even act surprised. Like, this is exactly what she would do.
Whee!
And for her bonus action, she will dodge. And that will be the end of her turn.
Color me surprised for the dodge. All right.
That's life.
That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. These are all going to move forward 35 feet, maintaining whatever weird-ass formation they're in. And it would be Bite's turn. All right. Bite doesn't like this guy, so she's gonna shoot at him again, because I feel like that's what Bite would do. Probably make some really slow, witty retort or comment, and then fire with her bow. And she would do it twice, because that's just how she do. And they would both hit. Boy, she's on a roll today. Dealing him 19 damage. I just discovered that I don't have to do math. I can just type in minus 19 on their health thing, and it'll do the math for me, and that brought me so much joy. So.
That's sick.
All right. Tim is going to continue to fly another 100 feet. I wish I hadn't done that. I'm just going to zip him off this way so we know he's way off, but I still have his token if needed. Alright, and all of these cats are going to move about to there. Alright, now it's time for Regal's death save. Yikes. Alright. And pretentious Valine Harpwell. She will move up to here, just securing their route of egress. Glacier, talk to me, buddy.
Okay. So, do I know for a fact they're trying to attack me? Or...
You know that Zetoth here, Captain Zetoth, told his people to try to capture Endra, and all of his people are moving toward Endra.
Okay. So they're not after me, though.
No.
I think Glacier's going to kind of retreat towards the elves, but down this way. So he's going to move 25 feet, the limit of my movement down here. And I'm going to grab some sticks along the way and make a tiny flamethrower. Which, is it possible to get an icon for the Eldritch Flamethrower?
Did I have one for you before when we were practicing?
We use just a random piece.
Okay. Compendium. There we go, that's what I wanted. We're going to say... Alright, can I use this as a token? No, it's something you're actually going to pick up. Cool, don't want that.
Oops. I picked it up.
No, you didn't. Did you?
It said I did. I'll delete it.
Okay, yeah. If you could do that, that'd be great. Yeah, let me work on getting that for you. For now, we're just going to use... where is my generic character token? I will just give you the party token. There we go. That can be your thing.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm just gonna have it on my shoulders for the time being, so it's not currently separate from me.
Okay.
We
All
forgot
that.
to give Isaac the rundown about not turning off cameras and we're
Oh.
treachery now.
Ooh, yikes. Freaking Isaac.
Then I'm ending my turn there.
Alright.
Hey Isaac, welcome back. Heads up in the future, when we turn off our cameras, it fucks up where we are on the stream.
My
So we just
apologies.
covered them.
How
No,
dare
it's
you?
nobody told you. So
How dare you not know everything? All right.
I'm now playing your character, Isaac. You're playing mine.
All right.
Sounds
Son of a
good.
biscuit. Why is this not working? All right. There's Jordan. Why is Jordan Isaac? All right. Jordan is Jordan. Live is Liv. I am Andrew.
And I have all the control.
Frankly, all four of us are white, so we're pretty much interchangeable.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Isaac. Okay. I don't know why that was so difficult.
Hey, we did it.
All right. Liv, everything looking better?
Mhm.
Cool. Cool. All right. That brings us to jail. Cool. Jail is going to back up his brother and step forward, shoulder to shoulder, drawing out his weapons and brandishing them at the oncoming forces, saying, you will not move any further forward. I'm protecting these people. And I do believe a great defense is a good offense. I don't know what he would actually say. I don't know enough about his character. So we're just going to pretend like he said something witty, but in character, steps forward, ready to fight. Brings us back to the top of the round with Captain Shaylin, but it is 8:15. We have missed our break. So I say we go ahead and take a 5-minute break for biofunctions, and we'll be back. Wait. Is it 8 or 8:30 that we usually take our break?
That was
8:30.
8:30.
Well, wait.
We're 7 to
forgot
10 now.
We play from 7 to... Oh, I thought it was 7 to 9. Okay. So 8:30.
Okay, we have not missed our break yet. Cool.
You're on top of it, Brandon. You're doing a good job.
I am trying. I am trying so hard. 3 tests a week is kicking my ass, though. So
That's fair.
That sounds brutal, man.
it's great. I signed up for it. I can't complain. I mean, I can complain, but I'm gonna try not to.
Complain.
I'm actually learning
I
a lot.
have to remind you that this is, student veteran life, D&D. Like, if you signed up for it, you can definitely still complain.
Fair enough.
True.
Fair enough.
Complaining is a valid coping mechanism. My favorite one.
Then I cope
I
really well.
Complain for what I signed up for every single day.
Fair enough.
And most days since.
I respect that. Captain Shalon looks at each of you and he says, I am not here to start a war with the Unseelie. However, my queen offers thee protection. If you will take it, if you will accept guest rights, we shall step in and protect thee. If not, we shall step back and let you do whatever it is you must. What is your choice? Do you accept her guest right?
Fletcher speaks up saying, I don't know about the rest of them, but I'll accept. I have no part in this fight. And I kind of put away all my equipment except for the flamethrower, which is going to rest on my shoulders.
Andris shrieks over her shoulder, still darting towards the tallest tree. Who even are you?
I'm Captain Shaylin. I stand at the head of the Rangers for Her Majesty Queen Titania.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one confused.
That's not really any clearer. Bite, what are you doing? Just shouts.
I don't know this Titania, but I'm not sure I really want to fight right now. I'm a little tired. I don't know.
Okay, fine. Andrew's gonna shout, still running towards the tree. We accept, whatever.
I guess
There's
I'm
only a
with
couple people left to accept for
Endra,
it.
so sure.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more it's like I'm being chased down by the people that they clearly are not on the same side, like, as, so, seems like a bit of a no-brainer.
Jail looks at Chrono. Are you with them?
Yes.
Should I accept?
Maybe.
Well, then I accept your guest, right? Can I still fight? Captain Shaylin looks at Zetoth. You've heard them. They've accepted the right. Do you really want the full might of the summer court upon your head? We'll fight. But it won't just be me. That setteth double takes. This is not right. This cannot be the right. The right is... They're not within Senelise. They can't accept the right. The right has been offered and accepted. Do you tread upon it? Zetoth begins to cower, step back. His forces falter. This isn't over. She will have what she will have, and she will have one of them. You will see us again. And briskly he turns on his heel. What?
Will you spell Seneloth? Is that what you just said?
Zetoth?
No, not his name. The place that he just said that we're not
Oh.
within.
Senelise?
Senelise, yeah.
Yeah, that is, there's actually a journal entry for Senelise for you guys, I believe.
I can't access that.
Ah. Well, let me... It's SENALIESSE.
Okay, alright. Thank you.
Of course. And they all leave, throwing angry glares over their shoulders at you.
Sure.
I'm assuming no one tries to stop them.
Nope.
I'm just running.
What is going on?
I only wanted the duck.
I'm just here for the free booze.
Alright, well then, if no one's stopping, that's good. They're gonna head out. As they leave, Captain Shaylin takes a deep breath and his shoulders kind of slump just a little bit. He looks over at Chrono. That was a lot closer than I thought it would be. You did well.
Yeah. Thanks.
He wanders over.
Fletcher's gonna start walking over too.
Feyte moves over at a decent pace toward her fallen friend Aurora.
Ender continues running towards that tree until she reaches it, and then she climbs to the top.
All right. The rest of these archers and such, they take up a perimeter, guarding against any further incursion from enemy forces. This gal that you run past, she gives you the side eye as you kind of run past her.
Fiery looking bitch?
Yeah, she's a little hot. Gives you the side eye, but doesn't stop you from climbing the tree.
Ender gives her a little, also gives her a little side eye back. But continues climbing.
Captain Shaylin approaches, and looks at Jail. You said you might be able to bring this one back. Wouldst thou do it? Jail goes over and starts looking at the corpse of Aurora. I think I can. It'll take time, though. And begin setting up a ritual that will take an hour.
Real quick, while this is going on, is I forgot his name, the blue guy. Is he still dying?
Oh,
or
yeah,
have
I got to
we
roll his final
stabilized him?
death save, huh? No, he's dead.
Was that during con?
So
Oh. He's actually dead?
he's dead. Actually, so he technically, I guess, has one more save. So he's clinging to life, barely clinging to life.
Oh, here, I can fix that.
Are you
Crow.
going to swing?
Yeah, Chrono's going to stab his rapier right through his neck.
What the fuck,
Bite-
man?
dear.
Bite goes, "What? No!" And like draws an arrow and points it at you. What? Why? He was like an asshole, but why?
Well, you know, when you try to pummel rocks on top of people and send them through an interdimensional portal that shoves you into the Feywild, you kind of got to get revenge.
I'm sorry.
so you
Can
two
you
had
explain
history.
that a little bit more? Because I
shouts
feel like
from
there's
that
some
tree.
gaps.
There were rocks. Regal was punching, or blue haired boy was punching them. They hit me and my party, killed everybody but me, and then I fucking wound up in this place. But I remember this asshole's face and his little smirk after he did it. So I've been trying to find him and find a way out of here for a while. I assumed he was from here since I ended up here, but no idea. Fuck that guy.
Andrew was
Andrew
shouting
shouts
something.
from the tree. That seems really sophisticated for Regal to have done it on purpose.
On purpose or not, he killed 5 people. So
That is like a drop in the bucket, bro. She shouts.
Adventurers.
you just see Chrono like stab like 4 more times, and he's like, "Well, there's a few more drops."
Bite goes, that's a lot to process. Did you say the Feywild?
Yes.
And that's like here?
Yes.
And
Andrew remarks.
like with like fairies and stuff. Captain Shan says, that's not a term that we use often. Mostly
What he
Fey.
said.
There are fairies, but many elder Fey would not take lightly to that. Would not take kindly to that term. That would do best to refrain from using it.
You just see Chrono like
Okay.
nodding his head.
Okay. But like you just killed Regal.
Yeah, I'm gonna take his stuff too.
Yeah, I don't think you are though.
Oh, Kitty, you don't want to mess with this.
Okay. Andrew is going to drop from that tree and somersault. And then come jogging over. Like she's gonna intervene. Because she is.
Intervene away, friend.
She's
We just killed a goddess. I don't think you're gonna be too much of a problem.
Oh, her? Yeah, we've been dealing with her for a while. Wasn't really all that big of an issue until you all showed up. And
It's been doing like a really shitty job then, Andrew remarks as she's jogging out.
really, because it seemed like she was trapped here on our side until you all made it so that she could try and escape. So
It seems like she was totally wreaking havoc in our world from no matter where she was, and you do not know what you are talking about because you've been here and we've been there.
Captain Shaylin
you
says,
realize I'm from your world, right?
Okay. Then you're like not keeping up with current events or something. I don't.
Fletcher's going to cut in.
All right, friends. I think there's been enough fighting.
actually-
We're not friends.
yeah. Wait, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. Keep going.
All right then, stranger. For the time being, how about we figure out what's going on, and then we can move forward and figure out things later.
Okay, well, like, you just killed our friend. So it's, you know.
You were
I don't know
fighting
if
your
we should
friend
move
just
forward.
like 2 hours ago.
That was
Is
47 seconds ago, and I was trying to stop him from ing himself. So
I have no idea how to respond to that. I'm going to be honest.
Captain
Could
Shaylin
we not
says,
just?
please, please. I understand there is confusion. Many things have apparently happened. You, gesturing to Endra, obviously are unaware of the situation with Bashaba and her forces here. You, gesturing to Chrono,
no shit.
clearly don't understand what has been happening recently on the material plane. How could you? You've been stuck here. I think it best that as soon as this jail completes his ritual, we try to move on, take ourselves to Senelise and figure out what's next from there. You've accepted the right. It's only fitting and proper that you go to her home.
About that right, do you mind filling us in? I'm not familiar with Fey culture.
How are you not
What does the
familiar with the
right-
right?
Unfortunately, no. I only know a passing rumor about it, but nothing about its details.
We know.
What?
Endra remarks, why would we know about that?
Do they not
Well, you seem to
have?
think you know a lot. Chrono walks off.
Do they not have
Please
guest
don't be rude.
rights?
Rude.
Have they done away with guest rights in the material plane?
I cannot speak for my, these individuals, but at least for gnomes, we only have guest rights in terms of staying in someone's house. It's not normally granted on the battlefield.
Yes. Well, ours is an old culture. It's true, the guest right does, in most cases, only apply within one's home. But the entire realm of Fey is her home. She is the queen. All who stand in opposition to her are wrong. Her right, her word,
Virtuous.
extends across the realm of the Fey.
We are
Technically
grateful for her.
speaking, in practice, debatable.
Well, we are grateful for her generosity, but what does this entail? Are we meeting this queen? I believe
Yes.
you said.
She
what did you say her name
has.
was?
She requests your presence, that she might inquire of you how you were able to destroy Bashaba, and what your intentions are. That is all she asks in exchange for the promise of protection and passage to her home.
Endra wants to kind of just like try to intuit if he's trying to get something more from us, because he seems sus.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So go ahead and roll insight.
24.
He seems like he's being very truthful in his words.
There's a lot going on. The cats are upset. Andrew left the buzzer on the dryer. It's fine.
Damn it,
It
Andrew.
seems like he's being very earnest.
I need dry
He's
clothes.
being very, very earnest with his words. He's being very careful with thinking before he speaks, and he seems to be very intent and honest about every word he's saying.
Can you zoom in on his token again? I'm gonna determine whether I trust him based on how hot he is, because that's what I'm
Jesus
going to do.
Christ.
Andrew is suspicious of his motives, but believes his words.
All right.
Well, I must be honest. I have no idea who you're even talking about we've slain. I'm assuming that might be the party that was here before. Are you
Yeah,
sure
we
you're still...
slayed. We slayed. We took names. We
Wait.
served.
Do you not all know each other? Did you not all come here together?
I literally said we're not friends.
Well, you traveled with one who attacked you. I would assume that you kept company with many you did not count as friend.
Okay,
It's
well,
not
that
uncommon.
was my friend. So I would appreciate if you didn't talk smack about him. Anyway,
Talk
I'm just gonna gesture. I'm just gonna gesture to Bite and invite her to drag Regal's corpse away from this motley crew so we can give him a proper burial. I think next to one of these dragons that he punched to death is a good way to honor him.
Bite's like, but like, we're trying to bring back Aurora.
Yeah, but like I think that actually I'm just gonna misremember his name. I think that Kale's got that under control.
But like, if we can bring back Aurora, you know what? No, you're right. Never mind. Let's bury him.
I don't. If I had another softball-sized diamond, like I see what you're getting at, but
yeah,
I still only have one.
Also, like, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that. He would want to be buried next to this dragon.
Yeah, like,
to death,
do you remember
right?
the tower? So maybe, yeah. Let's just.
Yeah, I remember.
And she works at digging a hole.
Would you guys like a shovel?
Yeah, Ender would like a shovel. I have a feeling that that Bite would probably just like dig like a kitty, like digging.
That's exactly what she do. You guys just hear. Well, she's actually only doing it with one paw. She's kind of like.
Yeah, like.
I hope Sam approves.
Yes.
All right.
Claytor sets down his briefcase, then opens and pulls out the shovel and hands it off to Indra.
Yes, he did say briefcase.
I heard that, and I admire it. Before we actually bury his corpse, can we loot his corpse?
Yes, absolutely.
Great.
Well, Chrono was already starting to do that before this all happened, in case no one remembers.
That's true. Bite never did
Endra
stop you.
and Bite are gonna try and shove him off. Get away from our friend's corpse.
It is now 8:30, by the way.
So it is. Let's take that bio break as they figure out who's going to fight over what. We'll be back in 5 minutes here on Vets Play D&D. Don't go anywhere. If you do, you suck. All right.
That was aggressive, Brandon.
Yeah, well, you know. And welcome back to Let's Play D&D. Sorry about that weird noise. My name is Brandon. I'm still gonna be your DM. Before we left, our party was in the midst of this.
Looting a corpse.
Arguing over who is looting the corpse of one of the former party members that was slain by a newcomer who happens to know somebody else who is trying to help resurrect another slain party member while talking to a random strange individual who claims to be representing a queen and trying to bury the person that they are looting. A lot going on. What's up?
We loot. So I suppose what we really need to know is when Bite and I went to go drag his body to our in progress dragon hole, was Chrono actively looting his body and we had to fight him off to get it?
Hey, Chrono, give me a sleight of hand because there was some conversation that was happening after you said you would loot him.
Yes.
So I want to see if you were able to loot him without anybody noticing. No, they definitely noticed you going for the body. So yeah, it would have to be, you guys would have stepped in.
Okay.
I was specifically going for his pack, but
In there.
Okay. Well, I think that Bite probably would have been like, dude, what do you think that you're like doing to him? She would
well,
have
you
sounded
know,
just like
taking the spoils of war since, killed him.
okay, so like you are at war with us? Is that I mean, like, doesn't seem like a very good idea because, as you know, we just killed a god.
I mean, that's
I really hope I'm doing
nice
justice
and
to
all,
it.
but it also looked like you all almost got duped by a bird.
Okay. I'm not sure what that has to do with our ability to, like, beat your ass.
You can try.
I'd rather not have to.
I'm sure you wouldn't want to.
Okay, at this
Either
point,
way.
Endra's gonna get sick and tired of this weird banter, and she's just gonna dive for the body.
Captain Shalon is going to put a hand on Chrono's shoulder. Said, Chrono, by the rights, you did slay him and you have right to spoil. However, they also have family right, it sounds. Could we not come
I don't
to
think they're related to him, sir.
You know family right extends to those beyond blood, those who are forged together in fire and trial.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw them trying to stop him from doing things, and the one that's on the ground, I think he helped murder. That they're
It's
trying,
true.
that my brother is trying to resurrect. So
No,
I don't know if
that's
family
no.
rights is really here.
Could we not
definitely
come? He
did
looks. Keep going.
Yeah, okay, so Andrea is gonna like fling herself across Regal's corpse, I guess. Gross. And say like, I hate this guy, but I'd kill for him, and if that's not a brother, I don't know what is.
Could we not come to an arrangement?
I want to check his things for items that he might have taken from my friends and family when he murdered a bunch of us. So
Seems
yeah.
like the spoils of war, Andrea.
Oh yeah, which he has. So I'm going to take, and if you want to step in front of it, then that's fine by me. I don't mind putting down a few more of you.
She's sprawled on top of his corpse. It's like she's like dead fish, you know, like she's gonna Cronin's gonna have to like hoist her up if he wants to get Regal out from under her.
Sure.
It's pretty gross, but like I don't know, she's already covered in Aurora's blood.
We can do that.
Bite reaches
Please
out.
don't. Why are you
like
doing
puts a
this?
hand in
No.
front of Chrono and says, like, I'd really like a nap, but that's my friend and this guy that we like did a lot of stuff with. I'd really like not I'd like to not have to like stab you. So could we just like settle down a little bit? I have some like meat pies. Do you like meat pies?
Catnip? Andrew
Mm.
suggests. I have a bunch of really old classy wine.
Like, is there
No, I
anything
would like to check him
specific
for.
that he might have taken that you like that you think is yours?
Oh, I mean, we had an assortment of rubies on us, a bunch of health potions. I imagine you probably took the bouncy ball that my friend had because that thing was pretty cool.
I'm sorry,
How
a
long
bouncy
ago
ball?
was this?
I don't time. Chrono's like just gonna sign. He's like, time doesn't move the same here as it does there, so I couldn't tell you how long it's been.
Okay. Hey Brandon,
Mhm.
I I didn't used to be a note taker. How much time, like how long was our party together in Sudanol? Our party being like the people who never changed would have been Regal, Aurora, and Endra. Other
Yeah,
people
so
rotated.
that core party in Sudanol in the material realm, that was on the order of 3 or 4 months.
Bro, it felt like a lot longer than that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But-
Endra is going to lie and say that they were together for like 3 years in the material plane. And it's honestly whatever he might have taken from some people that he killed 3 or 4 years ago is like totally irrelevant. How would we even know? That's ridiculous. He's not still carrying loot from somebody that he killed 3 or 4 years ago. I will roll for deception, I suppose. Give me a second. Where is my
Right, says
notice?
I can promise you I have never seen him play with a bouncy ball because I probably would have taken it.
So true. 21.
Well, Chrono's gonna just like grab his pocket and pull out the bouncy ball that he could clearly see was there. Oh,
Okay.
interesting. What an interesting
was-
bouncing ball.
Obviously not that important to him if we were with him for like 3 or 4 years and never saw him use it. So like have it if it's so important to you.
And I'll also take the rubies and his potions that he definitely probably stole.
That Endra's laying
What?
on?
That was 3 or 4 years ago that he took your potions. Do you have any idea how many potions we've gone through in 3 or 4 years?
Still took them.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because gold doesn't have the same value here, so those are pretty valuable considering I purchased a bunch and gave them out to my friends, who then were subsequently pummeled by rocks by some random blue-haired guy.
Okay, so you don't even
yeah.
know if it was this blue-haired guy. Like, how many people have blue hair? You're being ridiculous.
Captain Shalon steps in. How many potions did he take from you?
Well, on the party that we had, of I'm assuming everyone else died as well, since I'm the only one that ended up here. Pretty sure he had about 4 normal potions and 3 of our greater ones, but not really sure if he took other stuff that other people had. That's unbeknownst to me. I don't know what everyone in the group was holding on to. Wouldn't be surprised though. This guy seemed like an asshole.
That is so awfully convenient for you to be able to reclaim supposedly stolen goods up to an undefined number and value. Quantity and value.
Gave a pretty defined number of things.
You're saying I don't know how many potions he might have taken from everyone else?
All right.
I specifically said the amount of potions.
Look.
I said other items.
We don't have the time to fight over this all day.
We have at least an hour, because that's how long it's going to take Kale to bring Aurora back.
The name's Jail.
My bad, bro.
Jail.
Yeah.
Shalon looks at you, Endra. If you let him have the potions, I will make sure that you are reimbursed duly upon arrival at Senelise. He does have rights. It does have the
This
battlefield
is my brother.
rights.
Did you hear me say that was my brother? You're employed by literally the queen here, right? Can you just give him some potions?
I don't think at this point he would accept potions from me.
What? are you people?
Welcome to the
Whatever.
Feywild.
Ender is gonna angrily drag some potions, I guess, out of Regal's pack, which I guess is under his body that she's on top of, and toss them. Like, pretty hard. I don't know if they'll shatter or not. I have no idea how durable potion bottles are in this world.
Barely.
Okay, good.
You try hard enough, I guess.
I'm not trying. I'm being careless. Like, I'm not trying to destroy them. All right. Great. Well, then, Bite and Enter are going to take everything else that's on him of value.
All right.
While they're arguing over the body, do the dragons that are dead, is there anything on their bodies to take off of them? Anything like teeth, any magical components that could be used as artifacts, something like that?
Think Regal looted them already? No, then okay.
I don't think he did, honestly.
Okay.
I think we killed Bashaba and then
We did
you know
Got
shit
it.
kind of went a little wonky from there.
Yeah. No, there's plenty of stuff on them. Apparently, there's dragon scales, there's dragon's teeth, there's a dragon tongue, there's a
I'd like to
dragon
take
liver. Oh, 2 dragon livers actually. Dragon heart.
I'd like to take anything off the body that I might be able to potentially use in a magical equipment.
All right, that'll take you conveniently about an hour if you're going to harvest both dragons.
Works for me.
All right, you'd have 2 dragon hearts, 1.5 dragon livers. One of them is a half pummeled. You'd have
Me.
I'd say 20 pounds of dragon scales, 60 pounds of dragon meat, 30 dragon teeth. Most of the other ones had already been shattered by Regal, damn it, by punching dragons in the mouth.
All right.
How
many tongues, 2?
2 dragon tongues. There'd be 8 dragon talons.
Scales, teeth. Any dragon blood? I do have vials, but I might try to fill a barrel with it.
You just happen to have a barrel?
It's in the briefcase.
I'm a fucking artificer, bro. I got all the things that are good.
I brought anything that would be reasonable to have for my previous
How is that
position.
reasonable to have? I love it.
How
Well,
is
it
it?
seems like he would definitely have a barrel.
I would like to propose "It's in the briefcase" as a title.
I love it. Yeah.
How many barrels could I fill
would
with
say-
dragon's blood?
They've been sitting here a while, bleeding out, so half a barrel.
1/2.
Only half a barrel.
Okay, I feel like I'm missing something. 1.5 livers, 2 hearts, 30 teeth, 20 pounds of scales, 2 tongues, 8 talons. Am I missing an organ?
2 dragon eyes. Again, there was a lot of punching, so a couple of them
Right.
were ruptured. Oh, a dragon spleen.
1 dragon spleen. I'm gonna assume the other one exploded.
Mm-hmm. It's a highly vascularized organ. It's not good when they rupture. And I mean, I guess if you want 200 feet of dragon intestine,
I'm gonna assume I can't use it to make like magical rope, and even if I could, I don't think I'd want to.
can you mention the tripe?
Right.
Dragon tripe. It's
Little
tripe.
dragon sausage.
Little dragon sausage. Yeah. Mm.
You know, I'll take a foot of dragon intestines. So I'll see about making some sausage later.
And they were both male dragons as well.
They can keep their cocks. I won't disrespect the dead dragons.
Okay.
That's a title. They can keep their
Their
cocks.
cocks.
Some
I
misty
was-
mountain oysters.
That's more what I was recommending was the Misty Mountain Oyster.
yeah, I'm good.
Misty Mountain
Glacier's not that-
That was Isaac. That was Isaac. I can't claim it.
How many pounds of meat was it?
60.
60. I feel like a dragon meat's definitely gonna go bad, right?
Do you have a
Yes.
refrigerator in your briefcase?
I do not have that. I'll just take like 5 pounds.
Bite would definitely be trying to retrieve some of that dragon meat for her.
Oh yeah. Oh,
pets.
absolutely. Bite as you're carving some off. She's like, could I like get some of that? Like that cut there is really nicely marbled.
I take
I'd like
5
it.
pounds of choice meat and say, rest is all yours.
Bet.
Jesus.
All right. Meanwhile, while we're on the topic of looting, I'll divvy this up with Bite later when I get a chance to talk to Sam. But here's all the other stuff that I determined to be of value on Regal's body that did not get turned over to Chrono. Also, when I come across the rubies, I fling them in his face. They scatter. It's super disrespectful. We are
You know
taking...
what? Can I start attacking?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the route we're going.
I just threw some rubies at you. They're rubies. They're like the size of dice. Like, it's rude.
Captain
They
Shalom
didn't
puts a
hurt
hand on
you.
your chest. He's like,
Technically assault.
you're better than them. You know this.
Sir.
Represent the queen today. Deal with their bullshit
You got it.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We're literally just trying to lay our brother to rest, and you're being super weird about it, so
Yeah, as you loot his
Anyways.
corpse. For sure.
he would want this.
Uh-huh.
You would want this.
You didn't know him. Anyways, okay, we are taking... in case anyone's wondering, I'm aware of the irony of arguing over the dignity of one of Jordan's characters with another one of Jordan's characters.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
Okay, we are taking the Star Sapphire, 10 bloodstones. It's a lot of bloodstones. A
are they
perfect
bloody?
kazoo, which
Are
is
they
confusing.
stony? I'll take them.
I don't know. It just seems to be a regular kazoo, as far as I know. But I have fond memories of our lives being saved with the perfect kazoo and the disco ring, so we take them. Belt of Ruby Mastery, which Ender knows is completely useless to her, but she did almost die over it. And it looks great with her outfit, so she slings that over her hips. Ring of Jumping, Potion of Necrotic Resistance, Ring of Protection, and Soulstone Ring. I didn't realize how blinged out he was. So I'm gonna put all those on a short length of chain and tuck them safely inside my backpack. And me and Bite will divvy those up at a later date.
I thought you were going to wear them like clink, clink, clink. Disadvantage on my stealth checks.
Yeah. And
Oh my
we'll
gosh.
continue
I have to become a
burying
nerdy
him.
rapper now. I wear so much bling, I get disadvantage on my stealth
Disadvantage on my
checks.
stealth checks.
Many things. You know I got the dex, you know. Okay, anything.
We lay him to rest. We
Bite looks at
I
you.
try to say...
Oh, go ahead. She's like, do you want to say anything?
I think Aurora would probably want us to have a Katie bless him or something. I don't really know how to do that, but girl, if you're listening, Ender's not religious. She doesn't get it.
Bite takes a meat pie. She picks the one that has the most hair and dirt on it out of her pack. She's like, this one's okay, and sets it on top. And she's like, you were Regal. I hope you punch stuff in the afterlife or whatever. Take a nap, bro. And slinks off.
After she leaves, I'm just gonna remark quietly, privately, thanks for not killing me after I took that hit out on you. Bro.
Hey, sometimes friends accidentally take hits out on one another. It happens.
Accidentally?
It's a long story.
We were really drunk.
It's like drunk dialing, but instead you hire a hitman. You know, it happens.
Yeah. Everyone's been there once or twice.
All the time.
A proud moment.
About then, Jail looks around. I'm ready. It's all prepared. Would those of you who knew her in life come and gather around?
And Andrew does so.
Great. It's not required for the ritual, but I have found that it's helpful for those who are observing to embrace one another. If it's something you would like, please grasp hands and encircle the fallen. You
I
don't
think
have
it's
to.
just me and Bite left.
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess we try and do that.
But it's
but
like she's like
Endra's
a
or Aurora's
horse.
a lot-
She's kind of
very
big, so maybe we'll just stand across from each other.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense as well. And he begins to chant. And the diamond in his hand floats out of his hand and over Aurora. And a light shines down from the sky into the diamond, and it splits the light into beautiful crystal cacophony of color all over her, like searchlights of many colors searching over her entire body, growing more frantic and more frantic, faster, brighter, lights everywhere. And the diamond shatters into a million tiny pieces, the light refracting off of every piece, blinding, and then it's all gone. And for a moment, after that brightness, everything just seemed more dim, a little more dark. And you all look down on Aurora, excited to see her rise to her feet, only to see her lay, still, cold, broken, pale from the blood loss, unmoving. Jail looks
Andra looks up.
confused. Andra?
Yeah,
Bless you.
Andrew looks like dumbfounded into Jail's eyes. Like, I thought you said you could bring her back.
Jail looks confused. That should have worked. I've never had this happen before. You saw her die, yes? We all saw it.
And-
She just died.
All right. I think at this point, Endra probably would be able. She's not that bright, but she'd be able to piece together at this point, now that she's like reflecting on having seen what happened when Aurora died, that her soul was absorbed into a soul stone, and like her face just like falls. She's visibly devastated, and she collapses to her knees, her furry knees, and like leans over Aurora's body and starts sobbing again. And after a little while, she'll be able to compose herself enough to look up to Bite and say, "Tim took that soul stone with him, didn't he?"
Oh. He did. You think it has... Points down at Endra. Or at Aurora. That's probably why it didn't work. And she like reaches down like awkwardly, like pats your shoulder. That sucks.
It's gonna be so much harder to bury. Endra sobs.
It's gonna be so much harder to bury.
She's
Uh.
so much bigger than Regal. She's gonna ask Jail if he'll help.
Yes, of course. He looks
Do I
over
have a second
at Claycher. Do you have another one of those shovels?
I open the briefcase and start just rummaging through it. Give me a second. That's a barrel. That's another barrel. That's a bucket. That's another barrel.
Damn it, man! How many barrels do you have?
3. I pull out a pickaxe. Would this work?
He accepts it.
I hand him the pickaxe.
Maybe we bury her on the other side of the dragon.
Like that?
Yeah.
All right, Bite's helping, but she's also collecting goods with one eye toward he's not Regal. What?
Chrono.
Thank you.
Oh, is she looting?
Yeah, she's just like surreptitiously like without like trying to keep him from noticing, but making eye contact with you to make sure you know that she's not just taking everything for herself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's Andrew eye contacts.
Yeah.
I guess let me go to.
I'll get
Aurora's
everything
inventory.
transitioned over for you guys in a little bit, but there's going to be a 9 lifestealer longsword, a battle axe +1, a soul stone longsword, another longsword, a mace, a crossbow, a great sword, a cape of mountback, earworm. She's going to keep the life well tattoo on Aurora. Shield,
That makes
chainmail,
sense.
splint mail, a sensor, vestments, an amulet, a bunch of stuff. And
What
of
about
course,
her
the sexy outdated
garments?
undergarments. Those are in there too.
Great.
This is
Now
back
I
to the
got.
question, how would a centaur
I
wear
got
pants?
2 sets. Never happened.
So in my mind, it's definitely the way all 4 legs in the pants, and it comes around
okay.
it. But I've heard others say it's just the rear 2 legs. So
I believe it's just the front 2 legs, not the rear 2. Rear 2
Oh,
are 2 horse.
interesting.
that is one I've
I'd
never
really like to hear
heard.
Jesse's take on this.
We had this
That's good.
conversation with Jesse once, and I can't remember which way it went.
Yeah. I mean, I really think the most important part of the sexy outdated garments is the stuff that goes on the human half. You know,
Yeah,
that's where all the showmanship is.
there you go.
Unless
There
you're
you go.
seducing a horse.
She wasn't. She was into half elf dudes named
Oh.
William.
Boo Grammys, you're absolutely right about Too Many Barrels. So,
God, I haven't got to play yet. My computer.
all right. Captain Shalon, watching you guys bury your friend, says it's hard to lose those you care about. You have my condolences. When you are ready, let me know, and we can head to St. Elise to see the Queen.
I'm ready, I guess. Andra says after she buries her friend. She's actually too racked with grief to string together any kind of coherent thought. She tries again to, like, offer some kind of blessing or appeal to Katie.
Tell me, what would she want to be remembered for?
For being the best damn captain that ever lived. And a good and loyal friend.
Captain, a leader of men, or captain of a ship?
Yes.
He pulls out his hand and starts waving his fingers, and you see leaves start to come from all around and gather in his palm into the shape of a small sailing vessel with 3 masts. And he gives it a little blow, and it floats through the wind and rests just 3-4 feet above where you buried her, bobbing gently in the air. And your other friend, for what would he wish to be remembered?
Being a douche.
Throwing hands and taking names, man. Throwing hands and taking names. Also, I forgot. Endra's gonna bury Aurora with
Or ass
a
up so the
couple of
world
those
kiss it? Sorry, what?
with a couple of those bottles of really ancient wine that we still were carrying around from that
Love
girls'
that.
night.
Love that. Captain Shalon again waves his hands and this time several small rocks come and condense into the shape of a fist in his hand. He gives a little smack and it floats and flips and embeds itself fist down right above where Regal was buried. A testament to that which they stood for in life. a testament for that which they'll stand for in death. The time to mourn is
Says tearfully.
past. We shall move
Okay,
forward.
that seems like not really your place to say, but
Well, we believe in mourning being private. I will give you your opportunity to mourn. But until then, please follow me. We have many leagues to cover before we get to the ship.
oh no!
That's right. We're starting with a boat episode. We're jumping right
I'm on a
into
boat.
it.
My wails of grief. Those are also. It's RP. That's
funny.
Edgar's response.
It's funny you mention whales because all the whales in Sudanol are dead.
Yes, they
Jesus.
are.
Or dying.
Yeah, we
they
did
will be
commit-
dying.
we-
Sorry.
Yeah, we
Can't
did commit a whale
reproduce.
genocide.
What?
On a delayed
It would-
whale genocide.
So in one
It
episode,
may have been a badly worded wish spell.
I guess actually in the span of 3 episodes, they managed to destroy the economy of an entire major city, cause a divorce, have someone become zombie food, set basically a trap for those zombies to explode in the basement of the temple, and make it so whales could no longer reproduce.
Honestly, Tim did 80% of that stuff.
How
like single-handedly.
how did divorce make it on the list with genocide, domestic terrorism, and I already forgot what the first one was.
Destroying economy of an entire city.
Destroying an economy, yes.
That was all of us. We were spending
They were
recklessly.
tipping golds and platinums to bar wenches.
Ah.
They're
Okay.
hardworking.
I think Regal tipped like 100 gold to somebody and it just like ruined the entirety of their life. It's like winning the lotto. It's not actually that good for you.
And
Yeah.
Sam purchased a bag from somebody, and she purchased with enough money that said he was able to get rid of 2 bags that night, and went home to divorce his wife.
Oh.
So,
Well.
so yeah, this there was some
Welcome to the
Guys,
chaos, motherfucker.
listen.
there were some
Fair enough.
consequences in the last campaign. Great.
Since the somber
Alright,
moment's been
fine.
ruined, I'd like to change my mind. I want the dragon's dick. I have an idea.
Oh, bonk.
Just
You are-
one of them, though.
You are welcome to collect one of the dragon fallacies. Would it be fallacies or fallacies?
Allies? No, that's even worse.
You can get a dragon dick. There you go. And
Also,
Sire
would it be
Penguins says it's true that you can never have too many barrels. So, is that you, Andrew?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. I didn't know that. So I retract my
All good.
recognition of someone in comments. Get the fuck out of here.
Would it be possible to the soul crystals litter on the portal? Be possible to chip off a piece of it or take one of them with me? How big are they?
To take a piece of one of the crystals from where now?
These. Can I ping? It's not letting me- Oh, it is. One of these soul crystals loaded around the portal.
Yeah, they were actually shattered. So there are bits of them strewn all around.
Okay, I try to take as many bits of a single crystal as I can. I put them in the briefcase.
Okay, and it's definitely not even close to enough to reconstruct one of the crystals. But you do have several bits. I would say probably half of a pound, maybe a pound's worth. Let's call it 1 pound worth of, because these gems were very large. They were about 3 foot tall. So,
Okay.
well, then, if there are no objections, I suggest we make our way to the to the bright shadow. And he and some of his retinue take point ahead of you, and the rest fall in behind, and walk you toward the shore. It's a fair walk. It takes several hours. But as you guys near the shore and the sun begins to rise high overhead, you see in the not so distant distance the golden sails of a sailing ship. And as you approach the shore, you see a beautiful schooner carved of what looks like living wood, with gold inlay and what looks like living vine woven throughout the banisters of the deck. Golden sails, looking as if they were spun from threads of pure gold, stand furled and tucked, but ready to unfurl and be cast off. Even the ropes that hold up the mast, all the rigging, looks as if they were spun of pure gold. It's a vessel of absolute beauty. May I present the Bright Shadow? Liv, you look confused.
Well, I was just reading the chat. Jordan says, I now have the image of the sun busting a nut as sunrise.
Because the sun was coming.
The sun was coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isaac says, can you imagine every sunrise?
Yeah, that's like a fucking Rick and
Splitting
Morty
moan.
thing, honestly. Like, that would be on Rick and Morty. Just the sun coming up being like, ah!
Oh, God.
I hate you all. I hate you all.
Well, you do hear an ear-splitting moan of grief.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put that as one of the titles. What was that, Isaac?
Ear-splitting moan of grief. Sorry?
Isaac, what did you say?
Oh, I just said masterfully done. What a segue.
What a
Ear-splitting
segue.
moan of grief, because at the sight of such a glorious ship, Endra just fucking loses it. Because wow, Aurora would have loved to have
Would
seen
have
that.
loved it.
Yeah, and she is just devastated that she can't share this moment with her friend. And to make matters worse, she is also reminded of the loss of her clone, with whom she had an intimate relationship in more ways than one, Arden.
Welcome to the shit show, everybody.
Who melted into a puddle of snow.
I'm sorry, carry on.
When Tim decided that he'd had enough and he needed his resources back. So once we arrive on the ship, Endra's gonna stagger into the lowest possible deck and go curl up in a pile. In a pile? Yeah, whatever. In a ball, in a pile. Behind some shit in storage, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's actually...
She's gonna sob and vomit the whole way there. No one tried to interact with her.
That's actually what he recommends for each of you, is to go below decks and rest. Because you've all been so drained, not only by the hike, but by whatever Tim did to you. You each feel weak, lethargic. It's getting difficult to even walk. So as you guys reach the vessel, he does usher you all downstairs below decks. You see many crew members passing by. But you find yourselves... cool to get everyone. You find yourselves a place to sleep, each of you. There seems to be a cot for each of you. This guy isn't actually here yet. He will be very shortly. And you all drift away into troubled sleep. Dreams racking your mind, not of things you've experienced, but of darkness, of pain, of strife. And all of a sudden, in the distance in your mind, you see a mountain range and clouds, purple clouds roiling above with lightning. Black, purple lightning from one side and white and gold lightning from the other, almost as if the lightning strikes are at odds with one another. What are you doing, Andrew?
Sorry.
You shitbag. Anyway, this cosmic battle rises to. See, now I can't even talk. Thanks, man. No, you see this lightning go back and forth, almost as if the world itself is trying to tear itself apart, until a beam of golden lightning and a beam of purple lightning twine around each other and slice into the mountain, splitting it in two. And resting inside, you see what looks like a planet, a small world spinning. And in the back of your mind, you hear, like nails on a chalkboard, this malevolent laugh that just eats at your very core. And you all wake up simultaneously, covered in
Use my right
sweat.
foot?
What's that?
Nothing good.
Simultaneously
No
awake
judgment.
on your cots, looking around, finding yourself below decks on the ship, with this unique individual sitting on top of a couple of crates, just looking at you guys, kicking his feet back and forth.
Paying attention. I'm trying to write down all the details.
Feyte looks around. She's like,
I'm groggy.
"What a dream." Oh, she does her stretch. I think I need a stretch. And she gets up and starts walking around. Jail rolls over. I really don't want to get up.
Wake up, fucker.
That was like a very like, wow, like that is like a low rumble of a morning voice. I'm very impressed. Sorry, I got distracted. You know what? Fuck it. Andrew will say that as she climbs out of bed and without turning around, without looking at her surroundings or anything, she whips out that rod, the immovable one. You know it. And she's gonna hang from it with her horns to
just
crack
'cause?
her neck.
Ah,
No, she's cracking her neck and elongating her spine. Her body's starting to hurt, man. She's not
Okay.
she's not as young a satyr as she once was. Then she's gonna do some pull-ups.
fair enough.
And hang upside down from it for a while. At which point she probably will notice that green guy when she goes to hang upside down.
Yeah, Bite probably as well. Do you work
I'm
here?
assuming Chrono isn't like perturbed by the green guy, is he?
So when you and your team commandeered this vessel to get here rapidly, you noticed him as a passenger, but
So I've seen him before. Like he's
Yeah.
not freaking me out. He's
No,
just kind of a
no.
weirdo.
Bite
Okay, cool.
Bite looks at Paris. So like, do you work here? Because I could really do with some food, or like if you have a galley, I could just cook on my own even.
He kind of cocks his head. I guess it's me. I still can't see the map, so
You
I'm
can't
just
see the
assuming
map?
It's...
No,
Yeah.
you know why? It's because I probably didn't. That's so weird.
Gotta assign the token, Brandon. Come on.
Have assigned the token, but I'll do it again.
Lucky move.
Yep. Your ownership. Isaac, owner. Is that any better?
Nope, but it's all good. I mean, as long as I know that it's me,
Yes.
I'll go ahead and speak. So he kind of he cocks his head and he's like, "You're the..." Oh, now I can see it. Awesome. Thank
Heyo,
you.
I just had to delete your token and put it back. Weird.
Perfect. All right. You're the heroes then. Not quite what I anticipated. It seems your number has changed, but well, you'll do.
I'll do what? Kendra says, upside down.
Well, what's necessary, of course. Great things are coming, and terrible things too. I assume that's why you're here.
Cryptic. Okay. You from around here?
You could say that. I hail from Mithrandan. You may not be familiar with it. Not many
Can you
are.
spell
but,
that? That's not a character. Just can you please spell
Yeah,
that?
it's Mithrandain.
Okay, great. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries. I would recognize you if you were familiar with it, for not many are, but I do hail from these parts. It's been many a day since I've been there. But now I am a traveler of sorts, and it's brought me to you, thankfully. Bless the lady.
Same.
Is she hot? Endra shrugs, but she's upside down, so it's kind of a weird.
The lady
kind of
is as
she's hanging further.
as beautiful as she is terrible, as fair as she is just. She is impossible to describe and yet impossible to miss. But that's not why we're here.
Okay.
Jail says it sounds
Why
like
are
that's
we
why you're
here?
here.
Well, she does work in mysterious ways, but allow me to introduce myself. You may call me Paris. It is a name of sorts for me. But I have seen you before, though not quite you. I have seen a band of heroes of sorts who have come to prevent a great tragedy.
Feyte said, so
okay.
like you saw like us like this, or like just some people and you want it to be this?
Similar to you, although quite more majestic. One could say about 10
Oh.
levels more majestic. But
Well,
I do believe it to be you. Yes, these visions, they appear so. And the lady has brought me here, so I believe it is for good reason.
well, I like to think I'm pretty fucking majestic, so.
Right on. Endra fist bumps her upside down.
Yes, I have no doubt, my good lady.
Fletcher looks at him and just kind of goes, not my problem, not my fight. Lays right back down and puts a pillow over his face.
Good, you'll need your rest, my good man.
I just raise him and go,
We're
no,
a long journey ahead of us.
no journey.
At this
I'm going home.
point, Endra is gonna flip off the like a gymnastics move, I guess. I don't know, off of the immovable rod and disengage it, and look at Paris and say, "You're awfully optimistic."
Well, I am guided here by two powerful forces who work to preserve the greater good. Everything is for a reason, and that reason is not always clear, but it drives me. So yes, I suppose you could call that optimism, or belief, or just the majestic workings of a greater power.
I'm just gonna start tearing up a little bit. She's like, I think you would have liked my friend. She was religious too, and really optimistic. She's gonna try to compose herself though.
Chrono's gonna loudly just grumble, I'm fucking tired of gods asking me to do shit.
There is no
Feyte says,
asking here.
on this one, I think I'd have to agree. I still don't like you, but you're not wrong.
I don't like you, other big cat.
It is not a question to be asked, but a call to be answered. And you're...
Yeah, I answered that call last time, man. It didn't end well for me and my group.
Well, one can only hope this time will be different.
One can
Please.
only hope.
Is that what Jail said?
No, that is Captain Shalon, who just came down the ladder and
Oh.
listened to you guys.
Jesus. That was in
Fucking
character.
creeper.
But I don't know. Some other
Who?
The great paladin,
canon
Jesus.
remark. Yeah.
I'm sorry, wait.
The great paladin Jesus.
Paladin
That's
Jesus.
the great paladin.
I have
Jesus.
heard so many arguments for what class Jesus would be, and I think Paladin is like third most believable, but still there.
He's a lich.
Paladins can't raise dead,
Hot
though.
take. Bard.
Oh, revivify though.
Bard is actually,
As long as he's not dead for
Well,
too many days, you can revivify.
yeah,
I find Bard very compelling.
I'm biased. I'm picking Artificer because I can make wine with a jug. That's about all I can
Warlock.
do, but that's
Warlock because of God the Father.
that was the number one.
Ooh.
That was the number one.
Father's the patron? No.
My mom was my
mean,
patron
yeah,
in our last campaign.
Liv's last character,
Sorry,
her
Dad. Please
mother
don't
was
watch
her
this.
patron.
Mommy, please.
Got to keep it in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Magic. That's what we're talking about here. Magic.
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
else.
totally.
Not anything else.
Obviously. What else?
You said we heard the elf captain come down, right?
I'm
Ugh.
glad to see you're all awake. Are you
I'm just
well?
gonna sit up and
Do you
take a pillow off his
require-
face.
Groans.
Do you require anything? Food, medicine, drink, music?
Yeah, now that you mention it, do you have... Please don't play any music. Do you have any tomatoes on this vessel?
Or coffee.
Hmm.
Or dance.
Oh, God.
We do
I'll look
have
over-
tomatoes. I don't know what coffee is.
Oh no.
Perhaps you know it by kofefi.
No, all we have is hot bean water.
I'll try it.
Chrono's gonna take out his satchel and just be like, "Yeah, don't worry. This came with me from the other place, and I've been using it sparingly." And he has just like a sack of coffee beans.
From Starbucks.
From
Yeah,
the start.
totally.
It's actually a
Who
bar
does
stocks.
generously provide free coffee to us at the UW Office of Student Veteran Life. Thank you.
Support the
Hey,
truth.
big thanks to our sponsor, Starbucks.
Whoa, hey,
Oh God,
no
I'm
way.
about to get a real weird email.
This video is not getting uploaded.
That's a joke, by the way. Starbucks did not sponsor this. But if you wanted to,
They could.
like,
They could.
look at us. Come on. Come
We're
on.
Seattle-based.
We're
What don't
hilarious.
we have in common?
We're really appropriate. We have really good storylines. We get together and get along so well.
We're not unionized.
We are.
Ah! They'll love that!
That's it. That's
And
it.
there
They'll
goes the
love us.
sponsorship.
That's how we're gonna get the
Yeah,
sponsorship.
just gonna cut that one out.
Anyway, Starbucks. Okay.
Mm.
All right.
I'm
Everyone
going
wants
with whoever's giving me
tomatoes.
coffee.
Yeah, Chrono just hands over the bag of beans over to Claycher.
Thank you. I
Do you have a
turned my
bunch of, like,
screwdriver into a
elaborate, like-
brewing set.
Yeah,
I was
brewer's
just gonna
supplies.
ask what kind of like elaborate brewing instruments you have in your briefcase.
It's actually just a screwdriver. Can turn into whatever like artisan tool I need. So
All right, Doctor Who.
Nah,
yeah, basically.
It's the doctor, if you're cultured.
And I get a +2 to any coffee rules while I'm at it.
I'm well aware it's
Yeah.
the Doctor, but I just assume other people aren't Whovians, so
You know that I was an outcast in middle school, so I don't know why you would assume something like that about me.
I think it was the other people.
it was the other people.
Where can I get tomatoes? Endra asks pointedly.
Well, actually, he comes over to one of these barrels that is labeled rum, but it's not actually rum, and opens up one of them up, and it's full of produce. And he pulls out a purple tomato.
Are they normally that color here?
They can be
Yep.
many colors. He twitches, and it becomes red.
Why'd you do that? I don't want
What color do you want it to be?
no MMOs, no magically modified organisms.
My friend, you're in the Fey. Everything is magical.
Mm,
And he holds it
Fine.
out to you. I offer this to you, freely given, a gift, with no expectation and no lien.
I'm just gonna brusquely shove past him and just grab her own tomato from the barrel. He's being weird.
He
I'll
looks
take his. I'll
really
take his
offended.
tomato.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chrono's gonna
My-
speak up and be like, kind of a big deal in the Fae. If they're not trying to trick you, they will tell you so, and it's really, really offensive to refuse them when they're
Well,
being
how
kind.
would I know that? That's like a ridiculous thing to just expect people that you're well aware were just like poofed into your realm literally a day ago to know. And then she'll take the tomato out of his hand.
I
It's
take
common
He's double
courtesy.
fisting tomatoes
Under-
now.
understanding where you come from. I take no offense at your actions, but I offer once again this tomato as a gift without lien or expectation.
Thank you. She takes the tomato. She's double fisting tomatoes, taking one bite out of the other, one after the other.
He turns and looks at the rest of the room. Is this normal?
My friend,
Just
your
drink her
generosity
double
will
fisting
not be
tomatoes.
forgotten.
He
Who's
he
asking?
gives you a nod. Is this normal? Is she just double fisting tomatoes?
Who's he asking?
At the rest of the room, at large.
Bite would definitely tell him that yes, it is.
This is not abnormal for her. She really likes tomato. Bite is so much fun to play. I just want to play Bite all the time.
I know she is. Those couple minutes, I was like, wow. And
now I see why
doing
Sam does
this
it.
voice gives me so much time to think about like whatever my next witty remark is going to be.
Right. I'm definitely gonna have to borrow that cadence for someone later. But anyway, like
The secret to improv is just pretend you're sleepy.
I'll bear that in mind. But Shalon just nods that I guess I have much to learn regarding your world.
And much to teach, my friend.
He nods at you again. Yes.
Little bird.
He looks at Paris. We shall be arriving in Saint Elise in 2 days' time.
Wonderful.
2 days.
Yes. When or if you are all interested, you might appreciate the view from the deck. The cool air might do you well. Might do you good as well. The ladder at the fore of the ship will take you up. If you are in need of anything, don't hesitate to let me know. He heads back out.
I'll turn to them and I'll be like, oh, how I wish that I could see Sendelise for the first time. It is not a vision you'll soon forget. You do not want to miss it.
Okay.
So Bite looks at you and she's like, so like, what'd you say your name was again?
You may call me Paris. It is a name I freely give.
Right.
What does that mean? Andrew says.
You are not from around here, correct?
Yep, no. No, we aren't.
There is a great power in names. It is in your best interest to be careful with what you share and how you share it.
Can you elaborate? Andrew says nervously.
This land you enter is old. It is older than time, older than the stars, and its customs are just as old, if not even more ancient. There are many rites, many gifts, many expectations that come with this land, and names
Is there
here
like a
carry
book
a
we can
power.
read or something?
The book is the passage of the wind, the falling of the leaves, the rippling of the brook. It is the...
You get your first inspiration.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
We stack up to 3, but this is amazing.
Okay.
Keep it up.
Yeah, it's really, really good. You're super in character. Andrew's super stressed out by this.
It is not a book, but it is a story, and you are part of it now, whether you care to be or not.
Okay. So
Chrono's
what are
just
we
gonna speak up. Don't promise anything is what this really boils down to. Don't give
Okay.
anything. Don't take anything unless it's given freely.
Okay. Shit. That's okay. All right. Andrew's panicking a little bit because that's super like counter to her nature, which is to take whatever the fuck she wants as long as no one sees her doing it.
Oh, Jesus
Oh, that's
Christ.
okay.
We're going to die.
That might be okay.
Well, I mean, there are fates other than death in the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chrono's just gonna be like, you can take stuff, but just make sure no one sees. Because
Okay.
if they do see,
Yeah.
then you won't see anything anymore.
Oh. All right. thanks for that hot tip. I'm so sorry about yesterday. You know, I like was really not myself because I just got killed a god, got teleported, watched my friends die. You know,
Feyte says, and
What's
she was
this-
a little hungry.
and I hadn't had a tomato for like at least a couple days.
She's not herself when she's
Um,
hungry.
What? So, yeah, I'm like really sorry about all that. What is this? What's up with this name business?
There is a power to names. That is all can be said. To be truly known is to be subject. There is a certain amount of oneself that one must protect, lest it be used against you.
Claytor finishes brewing the coffee and starts pouring it into 2 vials. And as he walks over towards Cronus to hand him one of them, he goes, I never thought my mother's stories would be correct about names holding power. Glad I
Yeah.
haven't introduced myself then. For the time being, call me Claytor. And I hand Kronos one of the vials of coffee. Sorry, they're from my lab. I didn't bring my cups, but they're clean.
Is this offered freely without
It's
any
offered
waiting?
freely. Nothing else about it. And I also hand back a sack of beans, assuming this was freely as well.
It was. Thank you. I'm sorry that I did not state it.
No worries. Thank you. And then I move back over to the table and start sipping my coffee.
You guys see Jail like leafing through this book. He's like leaning up against the barrel there, and it's like, huh, Now you were saying something, Liv?
Okay, he's leaning and he's reading.
You were about to
Okay.
say something though.
No. Yeah. Now tell me again. You haven't read anything Brandon Sanderson, right?
No.
I wish you would, man.
He was a
Wish you
comp,
would.
or no, he wasn't him.
What's that?
Name of the Wind is what I was thinking of, but that's
Right now, I'm working on a series by Christopher Paolini.
Oh, yeah.
I just
Oh,
started
you're
To
reading
Sleep in a
Aragon
Sea of
series?
Stars, and it's amazing.
Ooh.
I'm
exciting.
in love. I'm like, the book I wanted is on hold, so I'm like, I'll just pick something random, and I hit gold. So I'm loving
Well,
it.
I really, whenever you get through that, you gotta get on the Brandon Sanderson. You're gonna love him. You're gonna love him.
I don't doubt it.
I'm telling you, like, you are kindred spirits with Brandon Sanderson. Anyway, I asked because the way you just characterized Jail is very much like one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite books. But anyways, neither here nor there. Andrew was gonna walk up to Claytor and be like, "Hey, you said that like your mom used to tell stories about names and Faye shit?" Question?
yes, when I was much, much younger. I don't know how accurate they're going to be. They were mostly to make me behave. They never really worked. I never thought I'd be in the actual Fey realm. This isn't right.
Okay. My mom only ever taught me how to like hustle, scam, throw a solid punch, make tomato salad, stuff like that. The
And Bite
essentials.
says, and don't forget gatekeep.
And gatekeep. She taught me how to gatekeep, how to gaslight, how to girl boss.
Different skills for a different life.
What a glorious
Sounds like
woman.
Fey shit to me.
Aha! I knew it was in here, said Jail.
What?
I'm sorry.
Said?
Sorry. Compose himself. I have a hobby. I enjoy collecting lore on the Fae. They said we're going to Annalise, and it struck a chord in my mind. Found this. And I think it's something you guys already have access to. It's chapter 2 of Summer and Gloom, the treatise on the fairy courts, the nature of the Seelie court.
Can't read it.
I will make everybody an observer. And show it to the players. All right, you should now have it.
I just meant like because I'm not on Foundry right now.
Oh, yeah, you can't because there you go.
It's okay. Just like summary.
I'm gonna read it
It's
to you.
cool.
Okay.
Oh, great.
People tend to think of Fae as lovely creatures of almost unearthly beauty and grace. This image epitomizes the Fae of the Seelie court. Many artists and bards, both Fae and other, have striven to capture the beauty of the Seelie court. Most have gone mad, none have truly succeeded. Pure manifestations of the nature of beauty, the members of the Seelie court view themselves as the pinnacle of perfection. This elitist attitude restricts status in the court to only pure-blood Fae. A court Fae can trace his or her lineage back several millennia, showing nothing but true Fae. No templates, no transformations, such as from the monk class or various blah 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 blah. Fae high society and in the Fae realms, be they on the plane of fairy or Fae high society enclaves in the material plane, contain only creatures whose opinions matter. Politics thrive in this elitist environment. Seelie Fae form cliques and factionalize amongst themselves. In the endless politicking and gossiping world of the Seelie court, status can be won by hosting guests, willing or unwilling, or attracting followers with great skill in a craft or performance art. Seelie court Fae occasionally tolerate the company of beautiful or gifted creatures, preferring those of Fae, elven, or celestial blood. These court friends may provide companionship and amusements, but only those who with pure lineage may hold positions of importance. Admittance to the Seelie court for outsiders is extremely rare, even more so if the outsiders are not of pure Fae blood. Upon entrance to the court, visitors must be prepared with valuable and unusual gifts for the Queen of Light, or they may find themselves lost in an endless hedge maze. Suitable gifts for the queen include figurines of wondrous power, gems of brightness, magical jewelry. The physical appearance of the Seelie court mirrors nature, to which the Fae are intrinsically linked. White ash trees, strong and stately, with their branches intertwining to create a living ceiling, line the throne hall like marble columns. Gossamer streams of iridescent blues, pinks, and purples wind their way through the boughs. Phosphorescent flowers gleam like lanterns amid the treetops. Semi-precious jewels of amethyst, tiger's eye, and topaz decorate flowers and float down the waterways lining the path to the throne. Statues carved of gold and adorned with gems further attest to the wealth and beauty of the current ruler, as each queen must display more splendor than the previous one or risk the gossip and scorn of her subjects. The throne itself and the queen who sits on it are the focal points of the room. The throne of the Seelie court is shaped like a large ice dragon, as brilliantly cold and glittery as the Fae nobility. Queen Titania and King Oberon are the current rulers of the Seelie court. In undisputed beauty, Titania looks unfavorably upon female courtiers or visitors whose appearance rival hers. This attitude is caused in part by the occasional wanderings of King Oberon's affections. The Seelie court Fae find the Unseelie court Fae absolutely repellent. I think this is where we're going.
Dale just read all that to us, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Don't flirt with the king. I got it.
I don't have a gift. Do you think we need one if we're summoned?
Depends.
I
We
got
could
one.
improvise something.
I'm talented.
I-
I could juggle. Is that talented enough?
Yeah.
All right, it's now
Wow.
canon. He can juggle.
You juggle.
Yeah, juggle.
Let him know.
If Adam's character couldn't juggle before, he can now.
Can now.
Advantage to
Show
all
us.
juggling checks.
Show us. Andrew's demanding that he show us because there's plenty of produce for him to juggle.
He
with
picks
down
up several small things, and he can't juggle.
here.
But he's very proud of himself for throwing several things in the air and catching a couple of them.
Oh my god.
Chrono's just gonna say, "Don't worry, I have something," and he pulls out a figurine of wondrous power that looks like a raven.
Hey Paris, do you think we all need gifts if we're summoned?
A gift can be many things. A song sung from the heart, a smile of a newborn babe. There are many things that can be freely given. The intention is the true power.
Are you suggesting we kidnap a newborn babe?
You don't bring a newborn babe with you.
I look
Check the
over at
briefcase, check
Chrono.
the briefcase.
Is this check the briefcase for a baby?
These barrels.
I'm
These
assuming
How
barrels.
he's
many, how
joking.
many newborn babes can you fit in a barrel
you-
in a briefcase?
Clayton, you
No, no.
remind me of the babe. The babe with the power.
What babe?
The boss
What
babes.
power?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Okay,
I
and
haven't laughed that hard in a while.
she's-
I'm sorry. Hold on. Glacier, I'd like to award you inspiration for making me laugh that hard. Thank you.
Barrel full of babes for the win.
Andrea, keep going.
Yeah, okay,
Oh.
so Endra's wheels are turning. She's kind of in a panic because honestly she does have a lot of like magical jewelry and valuable gemstones and stuff on her. She doesn't really want to part with any of that. Hard won, you know. Looted off the corpse of her bro. So she's gonna turn to Bite and she's like, you remember those you remember girls' night? You remember girls' night? How could you forget, right?
I was there. Yeah. I remember
Okay,
the
you
wine.
remember- Yeah. And do you remember that like the dance? Okay, the cool dance, right? That
Oh,
Aurora and I choreographed
right.
that cool dance. It was like all synchronized, and we did it in the sexy
Yeah.
garments that we got.
But how are we gonna do the part where we jumped on her back?
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about. Maybe like we can use the immovable rod for that part. Do you think?
I can say I've never thought about riding your rod before.
Oh my god.
There's the first time for everything, babe.
I guess like maybe we should rehearse or something.
We should rehearse.
But
Okay. Don't worry, because I brought Aurora's garments. And she's gonna start digging through her bag looking for the sexy outdated garments. She's like, good thing time is not the same here. Because
You guys also have like 2 dragon phalluses, so.
I only got one
Only one.
actually.
Oh, okay.
Only one.
well,
Also,
one of
I
these
was
days-
embarrassed, so I did not let anyone else. I grabbed them.
Oh.
Whenever I was looking away.
I'm just gonna change into the sexy outdated garments. She has no shame, so she just does that right there. She like pretty brazen about it. But
I
like, also,
respectfully turn my head.
thanks. She's not
Yeah.
making a big thing about it. It's not a big deal. She just has to get into her costume in order to rehearse. And she invites Bite to do the same. I think Bite would probably wait and say that she doesn't need a dress rehearsal. She
Yeah.
just needs to get the moves down.
Still facing the green elf. I hear him change. I say, we still have 3 more days. It's a little early if you're trying to put on an outfit for him.
It is never too early to start practicing for perfection. Endra hollers.
I can respect that.
Scathingly, cuttingly. So that's how
Right,
Ender
so,
hollers.
We begin rehearsing.
Rehearse
We
away.
are putting on just like the most elaborate, thoroughly choreographed, like our timing is impeccable.
And
or at
1
least
and 2
Ender
and
thinks it
kick and
is.
spin.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Okay. There's kicks. There's like we're trying to do like a can like like a little like a kick line, but there's only 2 of us. So it's a little bit weird. And also here's another major issue that we're running into. Bite is 7 feet tall and Endra is 5 feet tall. So all of the coordinated moves that we're trying to do are extra challenging. With that
She
height
is 7
difference.
feet tall. I forgot about that.
I know. It's super weird. Because you don't think about her being that tall. But we're trying our best. And Endra is convinced that this is the most, like, just compelling piece of performance art that anyone's ever seen and that it can only get better with time. Can I roll performance? Oh, wow, I have a +8.
Can I aid
well-
by playing my longhorn once I pick up like their movements?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Sweet.
The roles that you use now will not be what help you later, but they can
No,
show
I know.
where
I
you
just
are.
want to know, like, how badly are we embarrassing ourselves in front of our
So
new...
give me that performance
new
roll with
party.
advantage.
Okay.
Chief tested said, "Bring me the child."
Can I give him guidance just for like motivating? Like, you got this. Good luck.
Sure.
That's
What
an
does that
added
do?
D4 to your roll.
Okay. 25.
Nice.
Oh God.
Yeah, it is astounding. Like this is everyone's surprised that you guys aren't a wandering troupe of minstrels and bards. Jail is just like, and they can
Right.
slay gods.
You're gonna
And we slay gods, bitch.
you're gonna roll a 1 now when it actually counts.
Probably, yeah.
Yep.
And that'll be even more embarrassing in front of the party.
Because you've put
Um,
in this much practice, you will have advantage.
Sweet.
So
Oh,
without
man, I'm
any
really
outside
glad.
influences. So
I was kind of
um,
fucking around, but I'm glad that we put in the work up front.
hey,
All right.
you get out of it what you put into it, right?
Once we're absolutely drenched in sweat, she's gonna fist bump Bite and say, "All right, same time tomorrow." I really think you should try it with the garments because like they affect your movement a lot more than you think they're going to. And the last thing you want is like a nip slip. How many nipples do you have? She's
That's-
eyeballing.
that's
How
not
many
a-
nipples do you have?
That's a question for another time. And she looks like at the other people in the room.
Okay.
I look over the. I'm
'Cause
sorry.
I don't
did
want-
a
I don't
circus
wanna make
troupe
that
kill
canon.
a god. I don't wanna
No,
make that
actually, I
canon.
understand. Yeah.
I'm gonna let-
Also,
that's a Sam question.
yeah. So, I'm just gonna look around and I guess ask Paris, do you know if there's a shower on this boat?
It's inevitable that rain will find us when it is time.
Okay. I guess. Well, all right. Andrew disengages the rod. She straps it across her back. She hauls her, so she's still in the sexy, outdated garments, carrying her backpack and the rod. She's gonna go up to the upper deck and just like, I don't know, air out, hope for some rain.
So, you can actually go up there yourself. Oh, you can't. Darn it. You can't
No,
move
I
the character.
can't.
As you guys are wandering around, you'll see little up and down facing arrows. If you click those arrows, they will take you up or down to the next level.
Well, I
So.
would like to move my token to the left.
Oh, there's cannons.
Yeah, this is actually something that I made for a different campaign and forgot
Yes,
there
it
were
says
cannons
that-
on it.
He lost.
Are
one
there
nipple
not
due to
actual
purple
cannons
nipple,
then?
And I'm sorry for your loss.
Wait, what Chief Chest did say?
That he lost one nipple due to a purple nipple.
Oof.
Really devastating.
That's all right.
Sorry
Chandler
for your
Bing has a
loss.
third one, so you guys can link up and swap nipples.
Nipple swap.
Nipple swap. Anyway, so they're not cannons. They are little ballista. So
Do they
just
compare to the world we come from, or are they like a Fey version of a ballista?
they are not dissimilar to what you would expect a medieval ballista to look like, except again, it does look like it is made from living wood or the heartwood of a tree that is still supple but somehow very strong, flexible but rigid. Flexible but firm, not rigid.
Flexible.
Yes, flexible but rigid, right?
Mhm.
So, and the strings look like they're made from golden flax, and the actual heads of the bolts look like they're made from onyx, just pitch black. So, but it is 10 o'clock, so we're ending on a boat. That means next time we'll be starting on a boat. What fun will that be? Because you know our boat episodes, and I don't know why I said 3 days. I might retcon that to 1 day. Anyway, but we are on a boat, bitch. Check us
I'm
out
so
next
sorry.
week.
I know I said I would be too traumatized to do any boat RP, but like, it's too tempting.
Oh, doesn't I front-loaded boat. That way we can get boat RP out of the way. And there shouldn't be another boat for a long time if you guys go along any of the normal routes that I'm thinking you might. So, what's going to happen when our party makes it to St. Elise? Will they tap their way to victory or trip and burn? Find out next week on Bet's Play D&D right here. But before we go, we'd like to say a big thanks to YouTube and D&D Beyond and Foundry, VTT, got to keep that straight, for all the services they provide, to Twitch and to YouTube for hosting our videos, University of Washington, and to the VA for putting this wonderful little thing together. And of course, a big thanks out to you guys, our players. We've missed you guys, and I'm so glad that we're back and able to hang out again. Looking forward to seeing you next week. I'll make sure the kid's in a better mood next week, Alaska. And a big thanks to you guys, my players. Isaac, everyone give Isaac a hand for his phenomenal first performance with us. Thank you. Loving the voice, and this is just awesome. So I'm really excited. I hope you are too, and we'll see you next week. Until then, have a great night and enjoy your long rest.
It's D&D.